Hello and welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. This one right here. And today we are playing City of Gate 2.0, and we're on episode 67. So, and geeks to another D&D. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves, please? Please?
Okay. I guess I'll go first. Hello, I'll play Gwendolyn Darkman, Rogue, Fire, Drone Air, Rat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I am Janrilla, the half-elven Werebear Bard Paladin Rogue.
Mm-hmm. And finally...
Hello, I am Wilhelm, our Wizard Artificier, Owlin, Were-Rat, Were-Panther.
Mm-hmm. This is a... Yeah, these are level 24 characters using my over level 21 homebrewed rules. They're very powerful. It's nuts. We do have a couple of spaces if you want to join this campaign. Just bear in mind that it's very high level. Anyway, what happened last time we played?
Last time we played, we were in the Dwarven Lands.
Mm-hmm.
We had just finished clearing a couple of illithid hives under the city. Came back to find that some of them had infiltrated the moderate level of city politics or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Being concerned that they may have reached the highest levels, we made our way to the king
Mm-hmm.
to talk to him. And while he was not an illithid, he was actually a fallen angel.
Mm-hmm.
in the form of a dwarf,
Fallen demigod, really. Yeah.
fallen demigod thing,
Empyrean, technically.
Yeah. So we beat him, and
Mm-hmm.
surmising that he had arranged the death of the previous dwarven king, made arrangements for somebody to come cast True Resurrection on the previous king, so that they would still have, so that they would have a king again, and one that was actually a dwarf, and all that fun stuff. During the hour it takes for them to cast said spell, we did a little bit. We walked around, looking at shops, talking to people, making business deals with dwarves, so that we could get supplies at our base of operations, and just generally, finding ways to kill an hour. And then we went back and met with the king, who was definitely a dwarf, and definitely
Rude as all fuck.
Yeah, he was just definitely a dwarf, and was clearly not anything not a dwarf about him. Satisfied that we had done a good deed by returning the dwarven king to the dwarven kingdom, because dwarf will dwarf, we left, and we made our way back to our castle type thing. And when we got there, Wilhelm decided he was going to go off and study magic under the dragon, and Janrilla and Gwen decided they were going to, because it had been a while since we'd actually been inside of Coal City, so we decided we were going to take a quick peek at what was going on in the city, and it wasn't good. They were rounding up all of the lesser races to
Quotation
to
marks.
camp.
Yep.
Huh?
Quote unquote.
To
Let's
camp. Yeah, there were air quotes. I know you can't see, but yeah, quote unquote lesser races. Into camps to be relocated away at a later date. What the heck with you then? Sorry, not you. The phone. My phone was doing something stupid. So we watched that, and then we went to talk to a shopkeeper that Janrilla knew was going to be a little bit nervous because they weren't what they were claiming to be.
Mm-hmm.
And had a quick conversation with her and convinced her to come back with us where it would be safer. And then put in some, because she is a magic item creator, put in some requests for some new gear that's very specialized. And she said, that's fine, I will help you with this, and thank you for giving me, but as part of the payment, I want you to rescue my family. And that's where we ended.
Mm-hmm. Because Janthia is a lizard folk that poses as an elf so that she can sell in the middle of town, in the town square.
But her family doesn't have that ability, so...
Yep, her family not so much. So, yeah, what do you all want to do? How do you want to handle this?
I guess we're gonna just be like...
We do know that they're being shipped to Scalbania.
Yeah, and that they're going to go overground. I guess the question is do we have any idea how long it will be before the next caravan is headed that direction?
Well, the no, you don't have any information like that.
I didn't think we'd actually gathered any information. Wondering if we. Never mind.
If you want to, you can head to the road. Basically, you can head out and take a look to see what's happening.
Well, I was actually gonna. Couldn't I go up to the tower and one of the towers and like watch from the roof or window?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you want to get as high up in your fortress?
Yeah.
In Fort Mart.
Yeah.
As you can. Okay.
Because if they're dragging a whole bunch of people around, it's not going to be a fast thing.
It's not going to be a what?
They're not going to be able to move them quickly.
Oh.
So even if they're not, so even if I see them, they're not going to get that far away from us before we can act.
Mm-hmm.
Did she tell us like how long ago was her family, I guess, like captured?
She doesn't know. She's this all went down while she was at work. She knows that they're rounding up beast folk. She has no idea whether or not her family have been taken into custody yet, or if they're in hiding, or what.
Do we at least have a description from her so we can recognize her family?
Yeah, she'll tell you that her husband is green with brown mottles, and her 2 kids, well, actually 3 kids, have a complexion similar to her own.
Okay.
So, but yeah, If you're going up to the tower to take a look, and of course, Gwyn, you could fly up and look also if you wanted to, or whatever.
Yeah.
You would see that instead of being being put into carts and taken to Scalbania, the beast folk are simply being marched on foot. In one column. Herded along by the guards.
How many guards?
Not a huge number. Like, there's probably about 50 beast folk to each guard. But they are cowed and subdued at the moment, and they're being... Basically, their mob mentality at the moment is having them follow each other like sheep. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
What is Wilhelm doing at the moment?
If it's still that same day, he is currently in the middle of learning the shape change spell.
Yup.
I thought we finished up. Yeah, last session
true. That's true.
You had me roll everything, and I was still good the next day. It's just I'm in the middle of shape change.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jason. Okay.
I guess I pull up the sending stone that me and Janrilla has and just start talking to her like, what should we do? Because I can imagine attacking the guards would just more or less just cause some casualties.
It might. It might. Especially this close to Coal City. I mean, there may not be many... Sorry?
Yeah. If we wouldn't want to... Whatever we do, it's not going to be right outside the city. We're going to have to follow them for a bit. Maybe...
Blend in with the crowd.
Blend in a bit, or what have you, and attack when they least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
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 How far away is, I guess, the road to our castle?
So you're... let me show you on the new map.
Ooh.
Where is it? All right. So, your little fortress is between Coal City and the Dwarven Lands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the road that the beast folk are being pushed along, is going north from Coal City, through Derp, and along the edge of the Dark Woods, in the direction of Traveler's Rest.
Could we get our... If we don't blend in, is there any way we could get ourselves to a position between Derp and Traveler's Rest with the Dark Woods on the other side of us, pinning the guards up between us and the Darkwood?
So you want to...
I'm just asking out of curiosity.
You could go... you could fly up to the side of the road so that you're facing the dark woods, so the party, basically the column of people would pass between you and the woods, if you wanted to, or the other way around.
I'm gonna.
Janrilla, how likely would you think the guards would believe if we lied, or at least I lied to them, saying like, "Hey, come over here. This is where we're official escorts of Scalbania, and we set up this little area to house."
I'm gonna guess not. I'm gonna guess not very likely to believe you. You are what you are, and they're not going to believe anything
A drow says.
from that a drow says. B, I have a feeling that they know what's in Scalbania, and most of the people there wouldn't have the energy you do, and if they do, they wouldn't be out right now. So yeah, I don't think that's going to work. No matter how persuasive we can both be. Our best bet is probably just to kind of blend in with because they're not going to notice three more
Beast folk.
people in their thing.
You can shift into hybrids. You can literally look like beast folk.
Yeah, we can. They're not going to recognize. They're not going to notice a couple more people in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to go get Wilhelm out of whatever it is he's doing to come with us.
Wait until he's finished, basically.
Yeah. So that we can.
I just saw something though. Wouldn't they, I guess, be suspicious of our weapons?
If we're at the back of the thing, like we may have to take down, which we can do quickly and quietly, take down the rear guard.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're at the very end of the column, they're not going to notice that much because most of our stuff. Do you have the one quiver? The magical.
The magical quiver that holds stuff in it. Yeah.
The only thing that would be noticeable on you, like immediately, would be your bow. But if you store it in the quiver, they won't notice it.
Probably need to shove my moonblade in there as well.
Your moonblade is hung. Usually, if your weapons are hung like normal because it's a longsword, it's going to be at your hip. Their
line of sight is going to be obscured by the majority of the crowd. It's only stuff that's going to be sticking up above your head and shoulders that might get noticed.
Which is why I said the longbow would be the most noticeable of any of our weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
But if you use the quiver's pocket for bows, then it'll just sink into the quiver and it will not be noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Plus, a cloak or a lot of our stuff can be used to wrap around our weapon, like to even make it even harder. Any kind of like cloaks or things like that, capes, can be kind of wrapped around to kind of hide the lower weapon easier.
Okay then.
All right.
Okay. Will you work? Will you work?
So anyway,
Coffee break. Sorry. I am sorry. I need help apparently.
So you sit and watch, drumming your thumbs on the floor while Wilhelm finishes learning his new spell, right?
Yes.
Just hurry up, dude! Come on!
need to check because I know it's going to take her a while. So I'm either going to see if I can keep my belt until after we've done this, or if she's going to get the work done beforehand. Because I'm not going into combat. I mostly just don't want to recalculate my damn hit points for this.
Fair.
I'm gonna go, I guess, raid our health potion supply.
Okay.
These people.
Yeah. Kiori can probably hit you up with a. She's going to be spending her time setting up her herbalism shop, so she won't
Okay.
be adventuring with you for a little while until she's happy that the shop can be left.
Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, General, how many you want me to grab for you?
I mean,
Be back in a sec.
Gwen, how often do we actually get hurt?
That is true, but
But
just as a precaution, also there might be civilians that may need healing.
the civilians, yes, definitely. And unless we get hurt really, really badly, I have my innate healing touch that I can use for myself.
Fair enough.
So I would worry less about me and more about, the civilians and whatnot. Because I'm we're tough.
Mhm.
We're just we're hard to deal with. So
Anything else you want to do to prepare while you're waiting for Wilhelm?
don't think so. I guess I'll go ahead and just get it out of the way so that I don't have to worry about it, or don't have to think about it later. I will go ahead and shift to my hybrid form so that I look like a bear person.
Indeed.
I'll also find a piece of or some fabric or something, kind of wrap around myself so that the armor isn't as noticeable, and remove my helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Because while my weapon may not be noticeable, that full plate armor is going to definitely be noticeable.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately. Especially since it sparkles in the sun. It's silver now.
It does. It's a shiny armor.
Shiny armor does not make for good stealth missions.
Yeah. I'll just go as my drow self.
Yeah.
Because I already looked the part.
Yeah, and they're removing things like they're removing drow as well. So.
Yeah.
Not going to arouse super suspicion, I don't believe.
So 3 standard health potions or superior?
Greater?
Cool. 3 greater healing potions. Okay. Curiel, hook you up with those, no problem.
Nice.
She and Janthia are probably getting to know each other better. So,
Sid. So indeed.
yeah, let's skip forward to when Wilhelm has finished doing his learnings.
Alrighty, that would be the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
it
you can
took all
probably-
day to learn the spell.
Yeah, you can probably rest, actually.
Yeah, we'll grab a long rest if it's going to be that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about.
So, the cock crows bright and early. Anything in particular you want to do when you finish your long rest?
Outside of getting Wilhelm, no.
Okay. Which one?
The actual one.
How can you tell the difference?
Especially
haven't
because they'd all be sitting at the dining hall together.
All the Wilhelms at the same table.
We each touch do Duck Duck Goose on their heads to see which one is the less cold.
Which one's not cold?
Reminder, I'm covered in feathers. So
Aye.
we're all going to feel the same. Because
But-
we're all beasts.
But in theory, the simulacrums are all made of snow, including their feathers. So
I will just ritually. Well, no, I can't because I'm. No, yes, I can because I'm a bard. I'm a bard. Ritually cast detect magic.
there we go.
I think, to be fair, they're all lighting up. Even the non-magic Wilhelm.
Yeah, but
But
they
there's
would
going to be a lot of
they would show up as simulacrums. I know.
Yeah.
As
they would, yeah, they would-
as there is as
yeah.
transmutation magic, whilst you wouldn't.
have a bunch of different schools.
Would he? No, okay.
What?
And that moment we all find out. I was going to jokingly say, would he, though? That moment we all find out Wilhelm's just an old simulacrum that doesn't remember he's a simulacrum.
He's always been a simulacrum from the beginning. No. Because you've been regenerating spell slots, and simulacrums can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, spell slots and abilities. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
But when you guys get in there, it looked like he was having a staff meeting with himself.
Uh-huh.
Jamila will go to the real Wilhelm and go, we need to talk and walk.
Okay, give me 5 seconds. And you just see him start just shoving papers together and just pointing in different directions for each Wilhelm as they bugger on off to go to respective things, handing blueprints back to Wilhelms as they go off. Alrighty, what can I do for you?
So remember how we went to the city to see what was going on?
Yes.
Nothing good. They are forcefully relocating groups of people to another city, and we've been asked by one of the residents to rescue their family from one of these caravans.
Okay.
I'm assuming we did see the family in this one, or we wouldn't be moving. Anthony?
You're seeing everyone being moved in this one.
One giant grouping. Okay.
They're shoving
Gotcha.
everybody out at once.
Oh.
They're herding out all the beast folk.
Oh, wow.
That's
So-
a bit long.
Yeah, so we've been asked to rescue a family from this forced relocation in exchange for some stuff. We could really use your help in this endeavor.
Yeah. Let's go. So what exactly is the plan here?
Seeing as we all look like people who are going to be part of this caravan out of town, we're going to kind of travel with them to a safe distance, and then attack the
Surprise.
guards and yeah. So that's how we're gonna.
Essentially, we're going to try and sneak. Okay.
Yeah, because we look the part um, uh, already.
Mm-hmm. Does your
We're
hybrid forms look like beast folk?
Or-
The issue is Wilhelm is beast folk
yeah.
with wings, so I doubt they let him go just quietly without like a chain or something.
No, it's kind of weird. Like they're peacefully marching. It's like they don't know what's actually going on. They're kind of in a mob mentality of do. This guy's fault. This guy's doing this. I might as well follow along.
None of them want to
Well-
be. None of them want to be the one that starts some shit and ends up getting their ass
Yeah.
beat.
None of them want to be an example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am fine with that. However, I could also just become a full panther and just walk nearby. I don't think they would really like the thought of a winged creature being completely free amongst the crowd.
Aye.
That's fair. As long as you're close by.
I'll be within range.
You could also fly above and observe.
That's true, but I don't know how much they would be okay with letting the flying owl hang out above them all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't know how much. We don't know how often they look up. We don't know if they're carrying spells or ranged weaponry or anything that could
Mm-hmm.
start something before we're ready to start something. Oh, gods. So yeah. I guess we try to sneak our happy butts into the group.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let us know what you need from us, Anthony.
So, first you've got to get close without being noticed. Across open plains of grass. Or you could try using the... if you wanted to go about it the long way around. Because you've had a long rest since then, so... these people have been traveling all night, so...
Oh, they're going to be moving really slow pretty soon because even the guards aren't going to be able to march forever.
Nah. Yeah. Well, that's why the Cull City guards are probably only going to take them as far as Traveller's Rest, and then there's going to be another group of guards that picks it up from there to take them from Traveller's Rest to Scalbania. But speaking of which, you could probably if you didn't want to march across the plains and risk being spotted, although you would be coming up behind them at that point, you could try going around the Dwarven lands and through the Ashwoods.
And try to arrive in Traveler's Rest before them and join up there.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that we're going to be behind them, I'm still worried that they would be on the lookout for random stuff. It might take longer. It might be dangerous. It might be completely insane. Best bet is probably to to go around the Dwarven lands and try to get to Traveler's Rest before them and join there. Plus, we won't have. Yeah, we're just not going to attack when it's both groups. When the handoff happens, if it happens there, don't want to try to hit both guard groups.
Nope.
Because that would be silly.
Uh-huh. Your best shot might be the stretch between Traveller's Rest and Scalbania.
It might be. Oh, crap.
Everything okay?
That was an out of character. Oh crap! Because I just have a sneaking suspicion if it's Galbanian guards, what we'll be dealing with.
Ow.
Oh well, we're okay. We all have appropriate armaments.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, so we're gonna go that way. I'm going to try to make this a little easier on us. I'm going to upcast to 3rd level, I believe. Yeah, because that can upcast. Long Strider,
Mm-hmm.
so that for an hour, everybody has an extra 10 feet of movement.
Ooh.
And as I am in my hybrid form, I also have an extra 10 feet of movement,
Mm-hmm.
taking mine to 50.
Fitty. Okay. So you're going to be making your way through the woods as best you can, yes?
Yes.
Trying to be sneaky.
I mean, I can try. But... Oh, crap.
Till we get closer, I'm still an owl. Just to be safe.
Whoop. Whoop whoop.
That makes sense. So, yeah. I guess stealth rolls for those of us who are going to try to sneak.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Wink, wink.
Give me a second. I gotta. Alright. What is my stealth? Oh, that is ridiculously high for me. This isn't being dishonorable because sometimes you have to sneak to not hurt people. Because sometimes you don't want to bust everybody's head you meet.
Sometimes.
How do you roll a 30 with disadvantage?
By having a plus 16. That's how. Fuck. You're ridiculous. You're all ridiculous.
Well, excuse me. I didn't. Last 20, everything's ridiculous. So you know.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah. Okay.
So hilarious. That's absolutely. That's terrific. Actually, I love it.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So, as you are sneaking through the Ashwoods, you'll notice they won't notice you, but you'll notice that there are some bandits dressed all in black, huddled either side of the road. waiting in ambush for wagons and carts to come down the road. You can probably tell from your passive insight that that's what they're waiting for, since the place on the road that they're waiting is a natural ford in the river. So the water crosses the road, but at a place where the riverbed is shallow. So you can walk across the river at that point, but your feet are going to get wet, and if you're in a cart, it's a good idea to slow down so you don't fuck up your cart. And horses are likely to slow down anyway, just naturally approaching the water hazard. But because carts have a tendency to slow down before they cross it, that's the perfect place to lay an ambush. You know?
Yep.
So
I will quietly snicker at them as I move along.
you leave them to it?
They're not actively. There's nobody. As far as I know, there's nobody coming down the road right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're on a rescue mission. Can't really take the time to deal with them, even though it would only probably take a few seconds. I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want to get distracted. So.
Is Wilhelm walking along with the rest of the group, or is he flying?
You would be flying.
Okay.
Just to try and make it a little bit quicker so he can move as fast as him, because he is not as fast on the ground.
Fair. But you're trying to fly sneakily?
Yes.
Okay.
As sneaky as he can. Which, he's an owl in the middle of the sky. So probably not that well, he just doesn't make any noise.
Yeah, your wings don't make any noise, but you're visible. And in fact, Janrilla and reminds me of a rogue build that focuses on strength and invention, over dex and stealth. It makes fear him to the point where they don't see him. Yeah, you have the orcish rogue. You don't see me. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So Janrilla and Gwyn are going to notice an old man with mud and sticks in his beard and green clothing that would blend in with the foliage if, he weren't an old man standing in the woods looking up at the sky going, well, you don't see one of them every day.
Does my passive insight detect any sort of
Do any of you have true sight?
Yes.
He does.
Okay. Well, Janrilla, you don't see an old man dressed in green with sticks in his beard. You see an ancient green dragon.
I think to myself, we don't see one of those every day either. And continue on. I have want to write a note in Draconic, tape, wrap it around a rock, write it on a rock, and throw it at him and be like, "Don't see one of you every day either."
After shrugging his shoulders, he goes back to collecting sticks.
She's thinking, well, that's another dragon that's been hiding so long that they've lost their fucking mind. All right. Great. Here we go.
Did Wilhelm hear the guy say that? I know my passive perception is as high as theirs, but it's still at 22.
Yeah, you'd hear the old man.
He was just looking.
His voice carries for some reason.
He just put his finger to his lips, like, let's keep flying.
You don't see me, right?
Nope. You see nothing here, old man. Pretty much, just no.
Okay. So yep, you keep flying, and they keep sneaking, completely ignoring the distractions on the way.
Well, I'm sorry for disappointing you, Anthony.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to give you like encounters that would give you a challenge if you stopped, but because they can't see you because you're so fucking sneaky. You're just way too stealthy. Back away slowly from the dragon, says Jason.
See, the thing is I can become the dragon. We could have had some dragon on dragon action. That would have terrified the bandits.
Oh
I'm
boy.
And me without my video camera. Hot
Indeed.
dragon on dragon.
Indeed.
Oh, I am so sorry. Oh,
The rest of the world, dragons are dead. Wilhelm, now you see about that one.
anywho, no, yeah, we're trying to be we're trying to be focused today. Like
Yeah.
we've got a mission and a plan. We're gonna follow through with it unless something actually finds us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, Travel's Rest is a interesting place. They have you guys visited Travel's Rest before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's three of us have, or two of us have. Curie. Oh no, that was the other character. Curie and Gwen did.
Yeah, the last time we were here, we had to deal with the ghost problem that one of the taverns had.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
And having been a traveling bard knight, I might have passed through here, so I might have some idea.
Mm-hmm.
Which means when we get close to Traveler's Rest, I am going to drop out of hybrid form,
Mm-hmm.
back down to my elven form until the caravan gets here, and we are going to try to infiltrate that because fuck Traveler's Rest.
Yeah.
Indeed. So,
Actually, I do.
what?
Oh, I just saw the comments saying that I don't gain its powers.
You may be able to become a dragon, but you don't have his powers. Yeah, he can actually transform completely into a dragon, including he doesn't just look like a dragon, he can become a dragon. It's kind of messed up.
Shape change is such a good spell.
Uh-huh. All right. So,
I didn't think wizards could learn it.
Alright.
anyway, so there are lots of hunters in town, as usual, with various, some of which have got creatures and they're in cages or on, chained leashes, waiting for their here to trade, and they can't at the moment because there's this fucking column of beast folk coming through town. Some of the hunters even pelt the beast folk with rotten fruit and vegetables as they marched through town. But
So we'll get to the far side of town so that as the last of the column of beast folk
yeah,
go through.
you can add on to the end.
Yeah.
Yep. Interestingly enough, amongst all of the other strange creatures and hunters, You also see a strange contraption in the company of one of the groups. That looks like that.
What in the hell is it?
Come on, load, picture, load.
Would Wilhelm recognize that as something Braz probably explained to him at one point when Braz was trying to get him to build one?
Do you want to do an Arcana check?
Yeah, sure. I double check. We double check
Can
this. Alright.
Can I make some sort of check? I don't know what would be appropriate, but
Alright, well, just because I'm bored and I think this is funny, I will reset that with one of my... I'll use Lucky, actually. Why not?
You use a Lucky. Alright.
Yeah. Why not? What about it?
25. That's a little better than an out one. That is called a Hellfire engine.
That is what Braz explained.
It is literally a fiendish contraption.
Yeah,
And go on.
I was gonna say, isn't this one of the ones Braz was trying to get him to build, or Braz was trying to get him to build the Hell Bike? Wasn't that
Yes.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Hell Rider rather than the Hellfire engine. But yeah, you're an artificer. You've got some knowledge of infernal machinery. Now, there's a group of 9 hunters around it with various weapons, including glaives. Interestingly enough, Generilla's not going to see humans, which is what they're pretending to be, but a group of 9 Oni.
fucking truck, son of a... I am making a note of all of these things for future whatever, but trying to not get... Because this would definitely be one of the things where she's like, I really want to go smash that crap, but we start that now, we'll blow the whole thing, and we need to save these people.
Yes, this is true. So you would
How-
not... Go on.
Can I get close enough to one of the guards, to the
One of the hunters.
not the hunters, the actual the caravan guards?
Okay.
Are they human? Are they human, or are they Cambion?
The ones that have handed off the beast folk, a good few of them were Cambion. The ones that are collecting them, the Scalbanian guard, are, as you already suspected, werewolves.
Well,
But as you said, you're not going to start some shit in the town.
right. No, I'm not going to shit in town. So we carry on with the plan. As soon as possible, we're gonna join the back part of the
Caravan.
of the group.
Mhm.
Yep. At the edge of town, I'll assume my hybrid form. So
Oh,
which way is the wind blowing?
sorry?
Which way is the wind blowing?
Roll a d8.
Important.
Northeast.
Don't remember how to orient your map.
So, the Frostlands is north. So, north.
So we're headed towards Scalbania, which is just south of the Frostlands. So we're probably
You're going north-northwest if you're going on that road.
okay. So then, yeah, it's going to be possible to get closer to them with the wind blowing in our favor than against us. Good
Yeah.
to know.
It's going to be going across you. It's not going to be blowing the scent towards the guards or anything like that.
All I needed to know.
Okay.
Being something with heightened senses, if
They may have been able to detect other lycanthropes, yes.
and since we're lycanthropic too, knowing that makes sense for us. Is what I was getting at. I try hard not to
I know.
do things I don't make sense. Janrilla will guide everybody towards the appropriate approach point, and we will blend in with the crowd until such time as we can make our move.
These people have been marching all night. They look exhausted already, and some of the kids are crying. You over here.
Can I roll a performance to appear to be tired, hungry, and that sort of thing?
Do you want would Gwyn also like to see if she can look beleaguered also?
Yeah, I'll act like beleaguered. Not put on angry drow face.
You gonna you
Tired.
keeping your drow face instead of half rat?
And you're rounding up drow.
All right.
You said performance?
Performance. Yes.
Okay.
How's a 33 strike you?
33 and 26. They're both good. Not too far ahead of you. You'd notice unlike most of the other parents who are trying to comfort their crying children, this father is trying to convince his children not to start eating people as they drop unconscious.
What?
Because they're lizard folk.
Eat people.
Sorry?
Yes, lizard folk eat other people.
Yeah, well, lizard folk eat people. Lizard folk eat anything that's
Meat.
Anything that's meat, yes.
Cool. So definitely the right people. We'll talk to them as soon as we get done, or actually talk to them as soon as we make sure the guards go. We're gonna play along until, like I said, until we find the appropriate place and whatnot to spring our. Can I if thieves can't hand signals convey to Gwen that when the time to kind of move closer to one of the that as time goes on to move closer to one of the guards in case we have to do it so that when the time comes we can each spring on a guard.
Okay. So you want to try and position yourselves so you're each close to a guard.
Oh?
What?
Everybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Yes, we
you.
can hear you.
You're thinking.
No, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So you're telling the group, you're telling Gwen and Wilhelm to get for each of them.
Well, I can't really do it because he doesn't know thieves can't.
No, true.
Plus, he's currently a panther somewhere off.
I think he's flying above you
Probably
at the moment.
Once we got to the point to where we were going to prepare to ambush him, he would have went panther and went into the woods and just followed carefully.
Well,
kind of just waiting to see his time to.
This is the thing. On the stretch of roads between Traveller's Rest and Skelbania, there are no woods.
Oh, is there tall grass or just empty field?
Open fields.
Ooh, shiza. Yeah, actually, yeah, he would have. Oh, fuck, I can't even fly above you. I'd be way in the open. Can't remember if I learned
The
invisibility.
guards are going to be paying attention to the people on the ground, though.
That's true. Yeah, even more gold. Yeah, he'll have to fly above him. Yeah, he'll be above him. He'll be a good, probably like 60 feet above, so he's a decent way up. That way, there's no chance of him noticing him.
Okay.
Okay, so you just let us know when, with our knowledge of stuff, when we think it would be safe to go, Anthony.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to wait until you get too close to Skelbania, but you also don't.
No, definitely.
So
Maybe about the halfway.
about the halfway point, yeah.
Which point,
Roughly where the road forks. Yeah.
which point we're going to make a move, I guess.
Yeah. So, how do you want to do this?
Well, I mean, we're still kind of at the back, so no matter how we do this, we're gonna have panicked beast folk and pissed off guards.
The beast
But
folk already like in no
look like they're about to drop.
They're in no fit state to fight. Yeah.
I don't think I wasn't worried about them fighting. I was kind of worried about them just trying to like running places. But I just realized they're probably so exhausted that if they tried to run very far, they're probably just going to drop. So we're gonna start with the back. We're gonna start with the back guards and we're gonna attack the first couple of guards we see and start making our way up towards the front. Because if we do this quickly and quietly, they may not even notice us for a few minutes, depending on how startled the beast folk get.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Okay.
Unless anybody else has a better plan. Wilhelm, Gwyn, thoughts?
The issue is Wilhelm can't hear the plan, so he's just waiting for you guys to start.
He's waiting on your.
I just want to make sure I'm not monopolizing the thinking here. I don't let me.
No, you're fine. Yeah. Well, the other thing is, like, if you guys are able to like start at the back, he could probably help more because the odds of one of these guards being able to beat Wilhelm in a strength contest, if Wilhelm was just pick him up and then just like crack in midair, it's very low.
Or even better, you just like pick him up and just slap him in the air.
Well, the issue with me throwing him is not one to clunk into a field somewhere and like one of them survives on one hit point and just yells.
So, but yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna at the appropriate moment make a signal to Gwyn to attack her guard, and Janrilla's gonna attack her guard, and here we go.
The moment Wilhelm sees them like making their way to the guards to prepare to attack, he will kind of just fly back a little bit and just watch, and if any of the other guards starts to straggle and head back that way like they're about to notice what's going on, he'll fly down, grab them real quick before they can make any noise, and then fly off with them and just crack and drop somewhere peacefully, quietly.
Alright.
Essentially, he's like an aerial assassin.
So, the as you start moving, a turtle near the back says, "Hey, what do you think you're doing? Don't. You better not be trying what I think you're trying."
I will very quietly try to assuade them that I know what I'm doing and everything will be fine with the power of my personality.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
With it being a passive 29, yeah.
Yep. And if it comes down to it, we'll call that a charm, so that they really, really want to listen to what I have to say.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to attempt to do a surprise round, aren't you?
Yes, please.
Let's roll initiative anyway, just to see
Who goes there?
who goes where. Yes. Nothing. Although. Yeah.
Yes, baby. As soon as we get inside, we'll change your diaper. Oh, yes.
So. It would be Janrilla on 27. Followed by Gwyn on 18. And then the guards on 16. And then Wilhelm on 15. Of course, since you're surprising them, the guards won't have time to react this round. General is going first.
Okay, just a second. So I want to do this. I want to try to make this as interesting as I possibly can. So I'm going to grab my sunblade, and I'm going to hold off the activation of it till it would be just about to strike them.
Okay.
Because when I activate that stupid thing, it makes it really, really bright.
Yeah.
And other things. So if I do it as close to the person as possible, it'll
reduce that.
It'll make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could use a different weapon, you know.
As far as I know, my other rapier is still being repaired and re-enchanted, and I don't have the other one yet. I haven't received the sword from my mentor yet.
Fair.
So I currently don't have another weapon.
All you have is your lightsaber. Okay.
Yep. Which does occasionally annoy me, but that's life. And because they're surprised, we have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 29.
Yeah, those hit.
Okay. 3d8 plus. Oh, God, why can I not remember my stuff? 33. 33, and it is 5d8 because I'm level 9 rogue, or 5d6 sneak attack. And I'm not going to waste I'm not high enough for that.
You're immune to being frightened, yes?
Yeah, no, I am not yet.
Okay.
I'm not a level 10 paladin. I'm only a level 9 paladin, so yeah, we're not immune to that yet.
Cool.
Okay. However, we do have the bonus to saves against.
Yeah.
Charisma, what other one? Yeah, so not Not wasting a smile. Yeah, actually, yeah, I will. 40. Oh. 6. No, that's a 2, not a 6. 68. No, not 4068. That is completely wrong. Anthony would kick my butt for that.
I don't think that's accurate. Me too.
Yeah, we can't make them into like blood piles yet.
No. 82 points of magical damage, yes?
Radiant damage.
Yes. Okie dokie. And Gwyn!
Okay. Gonna pull out my Moonblade in one hand and have my Hellfire Scimitar in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that?
You do have the dual wielder feat, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's a crit!
And in the offhand as well.
The elven accuracy. Oh, that's your offhand attack. Okay, yeah.
The first 2 attacks are like my main 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all of those hit. And of course, one of them's a crit. So that one gets double the dice. I'm assuming that you intend to use your sneak attack bonus
Yes.
and double that too.
Yes. And then also I was gonna ask the guy that Jinrilla fought, is he still up?
Yes.
Okay, then I will, I guess, Death Kneel to them.
Death knell.
That would also be doubled. Okay.
118. Wow.
And then I'll do Will of the Grave, Death Kneel edition to do another 4d6 points of damage to my first target and to the second one, which is the guy that Jinrilla was fighting.
So they both take that? Or just the one that Janrilla was fighting?
Death Kneel makes it worth both of them.
Alright, so...
Wait, since that was also like a crit, never mind. Continue.
So, the one that Janrilla was fighting is still standing, but the one that you were fighting, Gwyn, is down.
I end my turn. Looking menacingly.
Drav Rogue intensifies. Alright. The guards don't get a chance to react this turn, so Wilhelm, what do you want to do?
He's gonna fly down, look at Janrilla. Are both these guys human? He's gotta make sure.
Wolf.
Wolf, that works. As the Sword of Brass comes out and flanking with Janrilla, he's just slashing across the back of the one that she was fighting in hopes of just bringing him down quickly.
The one that Janrilla was fighting. Okay, roll a hit.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Holy shit.
It's a crit!
Jeez.
Nat 20.
Don't you love
Do it,
us
do it.
wizard?
Do it.
Don't you love combat words? Fucking weird. Right, okay, so that one doubles. Okay, yep. 42 points of damage.
42. And they are also unconscious. Well, actually, no, that one's dead.
Yeah, no, they're gone. Yep.
Because your sword ate its soul.
Yep, so I now have a second coin.
Uh-huh.
So all Janrilla would see is what looks like just like a weird coin at the hilt of the blade pop out. Wilhelm grab it in midair and just throw the sword back in the bag of holding and just throw the coin in there as well.
Not even asking. She just shakes her head and prepares to move forward.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Janrilla's turn.
Gonna try to make my way to the next guard.
I think you got enough movement for that, right?
I should still have at least 40 feet of movement, so yeah.
Yeah. Really? Bitcoin? Really?
Anyway, so we make 3 attacks. Are they aware of our presence yet?
Yeah. They turn around and look at you as you charge at them, because they've just heard their fellows go down. They also, of course, heard Wilhelm shouting, "Are they human?"
That was telepathically, so they didn't hear shit.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
That's fine. We'll see if we can.
I don't want you to go through them all like butter. Come on. Gotta be a little bit of a challenge. For fuck's sake. 2 crits? Seriously?
We're gonna need more Tupperware containers.
For fuck's sake. Gonna need more Tupperware containers, you said?
Yes.
Does the 21 hit?
Yes, even the 21 hits. Fuck.
I think I'll be
I'm a bee.
I'm gonna be just a little bit mean to this one because I don't really like him. So 6, 12, 15. We'll go with that much damage.
Oh, okay. You know what I said about I don't want you going through them all like butter? This one's down. Fuck.
Holy shit.
Mind you, those were only 2nd level smites.
Yeah.
It's because of the crits.
Yeah.
So yeah, alright. I end my turn.
And Gwyn. You're gonna hop over to the next victim as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna fly to him.
Both of those hit.
Okay, offhand attack. 13.
That one hits too.
Right.
Jackson, what did you think of that?
Are they
168?
still surprised, or...?
No.
No.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you don't get your sneak attack.
Yeah, that's okay.
You only get one surprise round. Sorry.
No, that's good. That just means that we could, like,
Just
show
wail
these
on them.
guys who's boss longer.
You don't have to be sneaky anymore.
If it wasn't for my rogue class, I wouldn't get mine either.
47. Wow. It's low for you.
Well, without sneak attack,
Yeah.
she does considerably less damage.
Also true. How come there's two muted? Because there are two people that have chosen to listen in to the voice channel instead of helping the algorithm by watching on the YouTube. Maybe they're doing both though, so can't give them too much.
I tried to do the YouTube, but the screen and screen collapsed.
Oh no! Dan's playing an online game. Okay.
Oh, it's back.
Count at the same time. So, ba-ba-da-ba-da. It is now the guard's turn. Gwen is facing one already. Two that are further away are going to use this opportunity. In fact, the remaining four further away are going to use this opportunity to change into werewolf hybrid mode. The one that is in melee with Gwen. Oh, that's a fucking awful set of rolls. Does the 26 hit at least, Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay. Swings 3 times, hits Gwyn once, hits himself once, and then misses on the third swing. But
Question, what is he hitting me with?
he is hitting you with a really big sword that does...
But is it silver or magic?
It's magic. It's that I was getting to that.
Okay,
Okay,
continue. Just wanted to ask.
A D10 plus 4 of slashing damage, 2d8 of necrotic damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I was gonna say I think I'm resistant to necrotic because of my sword.
Okay, so you'd
And
only
you said
take,
decon?
so that you'd only take 11 then, and con save. Yes, please.
Con save. Since I have a trinket, that's a thing.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And he's going to take some damage himself.
I was gonna say as a reaction, I'll do an uncanny dodge to I guess half the 11.
If you want to. I mean, it's not a lot of damage. And he takes 24 himself. Like an idiot. Disappointed. Okay.
Don't worry, Mr. Wolf, you're doing your best.
Alrighty. Did Jinrilla or did Gwyn wait, is it me?
It is your turn.
Okay.
So you'll have seen 4 of the guards switched to hybrid mode and howl.
This should be fun. Did Gwyn kill her guard all the way, or is that guy still alive and like
No,
breathing over there?
he's still got some hit points. Not all of them. He looks bloody.
Did she kill the one that when her and Janrilla attacked the very back the first go around?
So altogether there are 3 down, one of whom you killed outright.
Well, we'll just leave it to rolls. It's better if we take these guys out. All right. He will. Yeah, why not? Yeah, he will. Flying up into the air. Picking targets. Is going to whip out the laser rifle. And the one Gwyn is fighting will get shot.
Go on then. Oof. Only the 24 hits.
Only the 24? Oof, that is a rough one. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my reaction right now. It's not worth it. Okay. It's still decent damage, so I'm not too stressed. 12? What the fuck?
12 points of damage.
How?
To a fresh one or the one that Gwyn had already injured?
The one Gwyn had already injured.
Alright. He's still up.
Out of 3d8, I rolled 3 2s. What the fuck?
Okay. So, turn passes to Janrilla. There are 4 more who have switched to werewolf form and howled. What do you want to do, Janrilla?
Well, there ain't much I can do. They've already howled, so that's going to be annoying. But I'm going to have to go after I'm going to have to charge at one of them and try to hit them.
Mm-hmm.
And hope for something good to happen.
That's a crit fail. And 2
Yeah.
hits.
I'll roll the damage to myself.
Yep.
Because I can't really... Unless I throw the weapon, I can't really break this one.
You can drop it.
Yeah. I don't see that being the thing that would happen.
Nah. Butterfingers. Swing, and it goes flying.
So I take 18.
Mm-hmm. And they take...
Plus 8 for blade flourish, defensive flourish,
Yours.
and whoa, need a thing there.
Need a thing. Everyone needs a thing.
Need a plus sign to add more stuff.
Yes.
Alright, I think that's everything. 79.
79. Very nice.
And my AC goes up by 7, taking it up to a whopping. Because that is fixed. a whopping 29 at current.
Rude. Okay. And Gwyn.
I'll attack the guy right in front of me again.
Bye. Dan just dropped out. So 18 and 26 both hit.
And then use my pen.
That one doesn't.
Okay.
What's the lowest to hit we were? Okay, so 18 hit, but 17 miss. Okay.
So their AC is 18.
Okay, perfect.
They're wearing plate armor.
Oh, these guys are really kitted out. Wow.
Yeah. And 30 points of damage to yours. Okay. All right then. So. Yeah. It is now the guard's turn. Oh, wait a minute. You already had a target, so you would have continued hitting the same guard you were already hitting, right, Gwyn?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, he's looking very, very much hurt. He is going to swing with his big ass sword and also try and bite you, but the bite's not going to do anything. 24.
20 does hit.
Only the 20 hits. Yeah. And you said the necrotic only does half damage. $2d8 over 2. And 12 points of damage, and make a con save, please.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, it didn't work the way you wanted it to with the advantage there, but 21 passes anyway.
Yeah. I'll do some more uncanny dodge.
Okay, so you only take 6. Ridiculous. And the wolf attacking Janrilla. Is also going to try and bite, but I'm not going to bother rolling for it because I know that's not going to hit. Well, even if it hits, it's not going to do any damage. 16, 25, and 16, and your AC
Is currently 29.
29. Holy shit. Okay.
I rolled a 7. My D8. I'm back wearing my full plate. My shield is out, and I rolled a 7 on my defensive blade flourish.
Fair enough. So none of those hit. There are 2 more. So let's have... No, there's 3 more. Let's have another run up and see if we can get a lucky hit on Janrilla. Nope. In fact, he hurts himself.
Or his friend, one of the two.
This is also true. Either way, injury.
Mom, can you go to the... Why?
Hey, fuck off. Not supposed to hit me, you idiot.
I'm listening to him.
And let's have Wilhelm. You're still on the ground at the moment, right?
No, I flew back in the air after.
You flew back in the air.
Yep, because I used the rifle, so I had to be up in the air so I could see better.
Oh, you shot. Okay.
Mhm.
You shot at that last dude. Okay. Well, that means that the last two werewolves are gonna be going for Gwyn. Seven.
It's a superhero.
Surprised they don't have pack tactics, really. Well, with them being werewolves.
Only 2 of them hit.
Sorry?
Only 2 of them hit.
Only 2 of them hit. So 2d10 plus 8 and 48 divided by 2. 31 points of damage this time, and you've already used your uncanny dodge reaction.
Yep.
Okay.
Unsaved.
Con saves, 2 of them.
Okay.
Please.
I'm going to keep a show. Mom, can you come with me? Mom, come with me.
And they both still pass. Bloody hell.
May I ask what?
The DC's
exactly
only
my
the DC's 13. If you
Okay.
fail, you're either gonna be blinded for a minute, unless you succeed on another roll at the end of your turn, or shoved 10 foot away and knocked prone. But anyway, Wilhelm.
End of her turn, or end of their turn, I'm going to use a legendary action, just because Gwen seems like she may be struggling down there a bit, and I'm going to have to use a spell reader. And I wanted to invulnerability, and then on his turn, he's going to fly down there and pull out the sword, and
Stab.
he will, step. He's going to start with the one that Gwen was fighting at first, so he can get flanking. That's cheesy. Doesn't matter number. Okay. Both of those hit.
Yes, both of those hit. Funny that, isn't it? A 34 and a 36, both hit.
I'm waiting for the day you just say, no, that doesn't hit on a 30, and I'm going to just internally cry to myself, because that would be terrifying.
Yep, I would.
41 damage.
41 damage to the same one, right?
Yep, that she'd been beaten up.
Alright.
I'm not sure if they're still up
And
or not, but he's going to...
He's down and dead, because you're stabbing him with that sword.
Yeah, what Wilhelm calls his executioner's blade.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Cha-ching!
And he will-
You got another coin.
Yay! And he will make sure he's within 5 feet of the others to help Gwen, because he knows she's normally better with an ally nearby.
This is true. Okay. Janrilla.
Wilhelm's turn. Can I take a legendary action?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. That was your legendary, right? Did you take
No.
Legendary wasn't vulnerability.
Ah, right. Okay. So, yes, Janrilla, you can make a legendary before your turn starts. Absolutely.
And miss. Because
Wow.
Well,
You slap yourself in the face with your own sword.
misjudged the thing and bounced the hilt off their armor and the blade back into my face.
Yes.
Sure, why not? Okay, bonus action. At 5th level, I'm going to cast Searing Smite. And then I'm going to attack 3 times on these fools. And hope to not roll any more goddamn ones.
All 3 of those hit.
38 plus 33 plus 5d6 plus the d8 for blade flourish plus, let's see, it starts at 1d6 and it goes up by 1 for every level higher than first, second, third, fourth, fifth, so that's 5d6 fire damage. And I'm saving most of the rest of my big smites for run across anything else ridiculous down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But that is still 88 points of damage.
Yep. To the one you'd already been hitting. So... So he down. Do you want to have your extra damage cleave to the next guy?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that would be... Yeah. Next dude's already bloody.
I half want to say it. Half want to say it. Nope. We're going with this. Okay, cool. Gonna end my turn.
Okay. Gwyn!
Okay.
You now have Wilhelm within 5 feet of you.
Right. I will actually do a fighting spirit to give myself advantage. And also, I'm going to activate my Moonblaze Defender ability to give myself +3 to my armor class. But by subtracting my hit, her bonus hit by 3. 13. Hello?
So you do... Yeah, so all 3 of those hit.
Do have an accuracy just in case.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. So that's still a 30, a 24, and a 24. All hit. much damage do you do? And this time you get your
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
Oh, that was without sneak attack. I forgot.
Yes. Okay. Add the sneak attack too. Alright, so that would be 79 altogether, is that right?
Yes.
Alright. Nice.
And I will do Wells of the Grave again to get the two guys right in front of us.
There's only one in front of you.
Well, no, actually, two of them went over. So there were three, and she's.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, I forgot.
That's
I forgot
okay.
I forgot
They
you.
both take 13 now.
So. 9. 10, 11, 12. Yep. And he's done. Okay, okay.
Okie dokie.
La?
I would like to take a legendary action at the end of Queen's
Oh,
turn.
okay.
Okay.
I see.
I thought you meant just the word law too. I was so confused. I was like, what?
I was too lazy to type the full words out, okay? I'm sorry.
That's
It's
fair. That's
okay.
fair. No judgment. It's like that some days. I was just confused as well. We just got to start abbreviating everything on Anthony. I'm gonna just cut all my spells down to 3 words and 3 letters. It's gonna be a guessing game of what spell it is. It'd be
Please
terrible. God, no, I'd feel so bad for Anthony. I would never do that. That's something you do to someone you hate. You're like, all right, I'm gonna cast fur, just F-I-R, and they're like, what is that? Fur. That's it.
Fireball, firestorm. What are you casting?
For real.
Furball?
Furball. It's like fireball, but fur. Anyway. So what's your legendary action, generally?
$30 more points of damage to the guy in front of me.
Okay. Okay. And then it would be the gods. And he is going to try and make himself look as scary as possible. Make a wisdom saving throw. Generally.
Okay. So what am I dealing with?
Fear.
the spell, or
No, it's called Dreadful Aspect. It's an action that they can take. That this version of the werewolves can take.
okay? What do I need to?
You need to roll a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay. Double checking that I don't have anything. Nope, that's Sean, not here. Yeah, just making sure I wasn't forgetting anything.
Twelve.
I am-
So you are frightened of the you were frightened of the blackguard werewolf for a minute. If you end your turn more than 30 feet away, you can repeat the saving throw. But as long as you're within 30 feet, you're frightened. And after doing that, he is going to move 30 feet away from you.
Doesn't that trigger an attack of opportunity? Even if it is at disadvantage from the fear?
Yes, it does. Well, he moves 25, actually, because he doesn't want to actually... He just wants to get away from you for the moment. He just wants to catch his breath. But yeah, make an opportunity attack.
I
Okay.
can't blame the guy. He just watched Janrilla cut down 3 of his allies before they could make a squeak.
I will just... sorry, I'm trying to find something if there was... oh, I'm not high enough level. That's why. Okay, never mind.
That hits. Ow.
Once per turn, not once per round.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
But you don't get sneak attack on disadvantage.
Oh, that's. Hold on. I think you're right. I think I
am right.
I am pretty.
If you have
Anthony?
disadvantage, sorry.
I will check myself because I constantly forget the stuff. Because of the fucking you don't need advantage on the attack rolls to use your sneak attack damage against the creature if you are within 5 feet of it. No other creatures within 5 feet of you.
That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Okay. I was getting there.
Mm-hmm. 13. Okay. As he limps away, his glowing slash across his back, he whimpers, "What do you even want from us?"
These people.
I can't let you have them. The other two, are gonna they're both gonna try and use command on Wilhelm and Janrilla. Can you each make a wisdom saving throw as they say grovel?
Me or
Sorry? No, sorry, not it's Gwyn and Wilhelm. Can you each make a wisdom saving throw against the command spell? They're saying grovel.
I could. But I think it'd be a lot funnier if Wilhelm held up his finger, smiled, and snapped his fingers and counterspelled the one coming at him and said no.
Question: is that technically me being charmed?
Yeah. And you got a +9 to wisdom. There's not a lot of chance that they're gonna do, but they're gonna try. They've got to try something at this point, because otherwise they're all
It's okay.
fucking dead.
I get a 1.
So you resist, and the other one is counterspelled.
Just deadpan look at him. And just
Fuck.
slowly give him the sniper salute.
The sniper salute. Okay.
You like the middle finger, but the bowman version.
Hey, Bayro. Yes, I knew what you meant.
This is ridiculous.
Wilhelm.
I still have a plan.
Alright, do one of these guys look like kinda hurt? Not like dead hurt, but just kinda hurt?
One of them's injured a little. The other's struggling.
Alright. Before Wilhelm attacks, he's going to upcast Branding Smite to 4th level, just because it's funny. And he's going to flank the other guy with Gwyn, and then just let loose on this guy with the sword.
That's mean.
You're not fair.
Alright. Both of those hit.
Oh, I've been stealing hit points from these guys this entire time, and I haven't been factoring any of those in. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I'm also immune to charm while holding this. I didn't know that. Well, that's what happens when you never use the really dope sword that you keep in a bag. That's the 4th level, so that's... Okay, playing the other side. I think it's just 46. It's nothing crazy. 46. Okay, nothing fancy. 14. 48 points.
48 points of damage. To the one that was only a little bit injured, or the one who was struggling?
Sure, yeah, we'll just send it to the guy that was struggling.
Alright. Alright. He down and dead because of it's that sword. Okay.
And then he will look at the other guy and just holding the sword out to him, just say, "That's number 4. Do you really want to keep doing this? Drop." Not casting command or anything, just telling the guy to drop.
You hear a trickle of liquid on the inside of his armor. Anyway, Janrilla's turn.
This is going to be fun. I can't get closer to the guy because I'm frightened.
Yeah. He's 25 feet away from you at the moment. What you gonna do?
So I'm going to go ahead and drop my sword for a second and draw out my dagger.
Oh. No.
And then I'm going to channel divinity.
What are you gonna do?
Sacred weapon on the dagger. So that it becomes a
magical, gets a +5 to attack rolls, emits bright light. Okay.
But that's all I'm going to be able to do because channel divinity is an action. But I'm just going to stare at him with the freaking dagger in my hand. Well, actually, I'm going to kind of flipping it. And I'm going to let my turn go to Gwyn.
So you weren't doing that as a legendary action?
I can't draw the dagger and do the channel.
If you insist. Okay.
Okay, you want to let me do it as a legendary?
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Then I will do one attack on him with the dagger.
Swoop.
With the +5, that becomes like a +14. Or no. Hold on. plus 19 with disadvantage.
When it gets to their turn, we'll see. 21 hits. So
D4 plus 11. Or no, not 11. Plus. Let's see. There's no magic, so it's plus 7. I believe.
that it counts as magic. But
Um,
oh, you mean additional magical effects? No. So it's
no, yeah, I'm not wielding it right, so it's only
D4.
it's D4 plus 7 plus.
Plus what? Sneak
Plus-
attack?
D8 for Blade Flourish.
Oh. Yeesh. 14. Yeah.
From a thrown freaking dagger.
No, I'll do
It's
it.
just-
And do it. He down. So he goes. You throw the dagger into his throat, and he goes down, collapsing in a metallic jumble.
Then as my last, I'm gonna pick up my actual sword and take my movement to head towards the others.
Gwyn.
Look at this werewolf and like how sad does he look?
The last remaining werewolf looks terrified.
Like out of like the entire like line, or just
There were 8 werewolf guards. You've knocked unconscious or killed 7 of them. This is the last guy that was accompanying this group of beast folk. And he's clearly terrified, but he also appears to be just as terrified of going back. Go to him and pet him. Boop his snoot.
I'm
He doesn't.
going to.
He doesn't want to disappoint his countess, but he also doesn't want to die. Which is why he doesn't want to disappoint his countess, because she's probably going to kill him in a particularly graphic manner. So
I will be merciful and ask you, tell me everything that you know about your countess.
what were you asking him? What he knows about his countess?
Yes.
Look, if I tell you anything, I need to be protected. They're gonna come after me. They're gonna track me. They're gonna come after me, and they're gonna drain me of every last drop of my blood. And they're gonna keep me alive while they do it. They're probably gonna try and skin me too. Please, don't make me. Either way, I'm fucked, so maybe you should just kill me now.
Out of character, yes or no to killing this guy?
I mean, if he's down to stop and pretty much give us all of his information, I don't see any reason to kill him. To be fair, the people we just saved might want him dead. But
I mean, either he has worked for a vampiric countess and is one of the evil lycanthropes. You know what Janrilla's going to say.
Okay, but I'm still gonna take his. I'll just take his soul.
No, please, no. I'll fight for you guys. I'll protect the degenerate beast folk.
Alright. Weaken him for me, Gwen. Just get him real
Inside
low.
him?
'Cause I'm gonna, like, execute this guy.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a bad move. He called them degenerate.
Yeah, right in front of a beast folk who he just watched claim the soul of 4 of his
Yeah,
friends. Like,
I'll-
really
But
now?
what does my say about him?
That hits.
This poor chap.
I guess before I kill him, what does my insight tell me about like what he just said about protecting these
Like,
people?
he's gonna try. He wants to save his life. He doesn't actually. He still considers the beast folk to be less.
In a minute. Isn't that hypocritical of him?
Given that he's a werewolf,
Yeah.
did you want to press him on that?
Isn't it hypocritical of you since you are clearly of the furry kind of lycanthropy and also why would you call these people beastful even though you're technically one as well?
First and foremost, I'm a resident of Scalbania, and I see what the Countess
What happened?
and the rest of the ruling class do to the people of Scalbania each and every night. We're safe because they don't want to drink our tainted blood. But that doesn't mean that we're... Just because we don't get fed on doesn't mean that they can't do horrible things to us if we step out of line. I would rather... No offense. I would rather these strangers get fed on than my friends and family. Than my fellow citizens of Scalbania.
Choosing something. It's that time.
I know what sounds like a fate worse than death for you. Let us summon a cleric and have your curse removed, and we send you back empty-handed,
No.
a completed failure without
No.
any protection.
No. Please, no. Anything but that. No. And he tries shifting into wolf form and running away.
Okay, I smack him.
I grab him and lock him in place.
They give bonk.
Bonk. Oh yeah, that's a bonk. That's a critical bonk.
And offhand.
Dear God Almighty.
That hits as well. Yep, how much damage do you do to him?
Might be hypocritical for us to be doing this because, well, at least Gwen and Wilhelm, because their lycanthropy is...
Wilhelm would let you know to turn around because you're not going to like what he's about to do to this guy.
Turn around.
Yeah, just turn real quick.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
And is he down?
Yeah, he's down.
And then, like as a reaction, I take a soul trinket from part of his soul,
Okay.
and it looks like a little like werewolf, like edgy keychain.
Nice. So you're kind of like the dude in Kung Fu Panda 3 with little like jade trinkets of everyone you've defeated.
Yeah, some of them are jewelry, some of them are just keychains, stuff like that.
All right. What's Wilhelm gonna do?
Oh, that ruined it. Well, I don't know. Does that permakill the guy? Because Wilhelm was about to pretty much torch this guy real quick.
No, well, the trinkets only take a fragment of the person's soul.
Oh, perfect. Has Janrilla turned around?
Has General
He did tell.
I'm staying out of this.
All right. So, are you, knowing full well though something horrible's about to happen, are you turning your back?
I'm turning around to go start dealing with the prisoners.
Uh-huh. They're still marching towards Scalbania.
I'm going to try to get in front of them and get them to stop.
Where else are we gonna go?
Not to your death at the fangs of a vampire.
What do you suggest? We can't go we can't go back home. We saw how they treated us in Traveler's Rest. What else have we got?
Don't worry, Gwen. Wilhelm's about to do some really fucked up stuff to this guy.
Well,
don't feel bad.
Since Generilla had to step away to be dad, what is Wilhelm about to do?
He will cast Cure Wounds on the guy. Wake him back up real quick.
Holy shit!
And he'll do that as his legendary action.
How many hit points
And
does he get back?
Not enough to save him from what he's about to do. That's guaranteed.
I know. I kind of figured what you were about to do, but how many hit points did you give him? How cruel
7.
you were about to be. 7. Okay.
It's actually not that bad.
No, why did you save me?
Oh, I didn't, buddy. And then the second he says that, the sword of brass is going to swing around and just off with his head.
Roll the hit. He's going to be prone. He's going to be prone. So advantage.
This is overkill, but
yeah. How much damage? I know even your modifiers are going to be enough, but I still want to see.
yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. 38.
38. Uh-huh. So, yeah, you decapitate him. His head turns back into a human head as it rolls across the floor. Rolls across the ground. As the rest of his body also returns to looking human.
And Wilhelm will just presto the blood off the sword, put the sword away, and throw a soul coin in the bag.
What's your alignment at the moment, Wilhelm?
It's not about to be good after this, but that's okay, because he fucking hates.
No, you're shifting.
Chaotic good.
You're shifting down to chaotic neutral.
That's okay. I think that's what he was before.
It's chaotic good at the moment, or on your character sheet. So if you've already shifted,
yeah, that's what he was before. No, he was chaotic good before. But yeah, I figured this would drop him down, but
yeah,
with his backstory and how he feels towards slavers, yeah, no, fuck these guys.
Fair enough. All right, so Generilla, the person who's told you that we've got nowhere else to go, is going to ask if you have any suggestions.
I do. My friends may not like it, and it may not be the best idea I've had in a while. But how about we just go take Traveler's Rest from the assholes and give it to the good people?
General, I hate to be that guy. If they come for Traveler's Rest, there is no way we can defend it.
Yeah, and I imagine that other people would probably like have a problem with just going hams blazing on Traveler's Rest, since it is a trading.
They truck with demons. I do not care.
However, General, there's always Coal City. It's got walls. We can defend that.
We can't take it yet. It's too big.
I mean, we can't go controlling a whole little tiny settlement. I mean, how many people do we have here? How many people do we have? Like 60? 70? Less than that? 20?
It was like 1,000, I think.
Oh, Jesus. That is slightly more than we can fit in Traveler's Rest.
I'm guessing. How many, Anthony?
How many people have you got here?
Yeah, how many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did say that there were approximately 50 beast folk per guard.
Oh, Jesus. 500 beast folk? Something like that? Was there 10 guards?
There was 8.
Oh.
So
400?
400. 400 people.
Is that enough to fit into Traveler's Rest?
You may have to expand. Maybe you got enough people here to found a new town.
We can always let our current base of operations evaporate, set it up somewhere.
Do you know how long that takes to set up?
Are you going to take them back to your castle?
I was saying, like, if we move the castle, like,
Move the castle, so it's not quite so close to Coal City and the Dwarven lands, huh?
Yeah. Like, if we really wanted to take, theoretically, we could take Traveler's Rest. If we reset the castle up there instead of using their stupid ass creepy mansion thing, we would be close enough to defend them, and we'd have enough people to work on actually building city defenses, and we'd have a much stronger base of operations to start taking out the other threats in the countryside. But I'm not going to force the issue with anybody. I'm going to wait for somebody else to give me a good idea.
Hold on, let me look at Wilhelm's spreadsheets real quick. How long? Okay, I mean, fuck, this will hurt. I mean, we can do it. Yeah. I think we're only 2 castings in on Mighty Fortress. So if I have to rebuild it, then it won't be that bad. I mean, it'll suck, but it won't be that bad. Bring in the skeletons of those 2 purple worms with us too.
Now, if you look on the map, there's a fair amount of open space between Traveler's Rest and the Northwoods. So, yeah. I mean, as long as you're not building on someone else's farm, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
That's alright, there's a farm that really wouldn't care because they don't. Anyway.
You said there was a mansion, Generilla?
There's the Traveler's Rest has a mansion overlooking it. Lord Merchant Dreadfic's house. Though there's also the there's in terms of farms that you might not want to interrupt. There's the meadery. There's the Baker's Bakery. Oh, he forgot to put the sheep farm on here, or did he?
Okay, I know that we could take Traveler's Rest. A little bit hesitant, since I imagine there are also just normal people living there, and being upgraded is probably not fun for them. We'll be hypocritical, and But it's a fair point that they are dealing with demons and also, like,
Devils.
not good people.
Devils.
They allow the buying and selling of nearly sentient creatures. They allow demons to parade around, pretend to be something else, going around hunting things. You can't tell me they haven't caught sentient creatures and sold them into slavery in that town. You just can't tell me that. Not when you got demons as part of their hunting group.
Here's the other issue.
You're right.
How close is that to gate? Because we have to make sure we avoid gate.
We are halfway away from gate.
Okay, perfect. That was more out of character. I couldn't remember how close we were to gate. Because I remember when we came to Coal City, we passed through the village and just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we're still far enough away from gate that they're not going to think we couldn't go much closer or whatever, but because Travel's Rest is basically like the hub town, how everybody gets one place into another.
It started off just as a tavern that was halfway between Skelbania and everywhere else, and people would stop there to rest before they continued on to wherever they were going. But he made the tavern keeper made so much money doing that he built a big ass mansion, and the town grew up around him. You know. Because the people that work in his mansion needed somewhere to live, and they needed to go shopping to get food, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. But for right now, let's find someplace semi-safe so that you all can rest, because those assholes have had you marching through the night, and I know you all are exhausted.
We can't stay out in the open. It's dangerous.
I remember that I met that.
Wilhelm, you need a door to make your magnificent mansion, correct?
I'm not going to lie to you, Gwen. I think I can only fit
100
half of these. Yeah, I can only feed 100 of these. I can't fit all these people.
True. It's gonna be real.
We'd have to actually make it back to the castle, really. Otherwise, we'll have to sleep out in the open.
So do you want to press on to Skelbania? Do you want to head south?
Oh, we don't want to press on to Skelbania, especially not if nightfall's coming.
If we head back, well, the issue is, do we want to set up our hub in Traveler's Rest, or do we want to just go back to the castle? Because if we want to set it up in Traveler's Rest, I can sending to the other Wilhelms and have them grab Sterling and Asbestos and the ship and meet us in Traveler's Rest.
There's also Brench.
Where's Brench? Oh, let me double check.
Brench is on the other side of the forest from Traveler's Rest.
Hey, Anthony, could you put the map in the City of Gate chat and pin it so we can find it easier?
Sure.
Thank you.
Which Brench is this? This is non-destroyed Brench?
This is pre-destroyed Brench.
Okay, so we're talking.
Yeah, it still has the heroes.
Yes,
Okay.
still has the heroes.
We actually, we're actually known in Brench. For right now, let's try to get them to Brench.
Is the plan to make the... Wait, are we talking about the lost city of... Oh, it hasn't been lost yet.
It's not. Yeah, this map is a little bit inaccurate, unfortunately, because obviously this is the one with Draconia, and you're in the version where that area is actually Havana. So,
yeah.
Okay, but how big is Brench? Are we talking about like massive city, or is it just like
it's a walled
town?
It's a walled town.
Okay. Do we have a plan there? What if they don't like these folk either? We taking them over? We leaving them be? What's going on?
Well, we do have some friends who kind of run the town. Hopefully that they're still there and haven't been kicked out by that dragon lich.
Who are you talking about?
The 5 heroes.
You made friends with the heroes, yeah.
So, or they're down to 4 now because they now know that one of their members is a Dracolich.
Fafnir Steelskull.
But their other one was rebuilt by us and
5.
actually by Wilhelm, and so they kind of owe us some. So, yeah. And if I remember correctly, the biggest asshole in town was killed.
The biggest asshole being?
Tim.
You killed Tim the Enchanter, yes.
I believe we killed Tim and the Goblin.
You killed Hob too.
Not the Hobgoblin, the inventor Goblin.
Oh no, he was a gnome.
Oh, gnome, whatever he was, yeah, gnome. The one that likes to fucking
fuck with mechanical
shit
things. Yes.
That you shouldn't. So, we may be safer there. I know for a fact we killed the gnome. We may not have killed Tim, but anyway. But yeah, Brinch is probably the best bet, at least for the short bit. We can probably find enough food, tents, whatever, to set up camp near something safer. And I think the smart move would be then to take travelers rest in the next day or so, and have after our friends here have recovered, and they can help start building the expansions it will need to house them all.
All right.
I am, however, going to, as we're moving, I'm going to try to find the 4 lizard folk. And be like, excuse me, sir, do you have a wife named Janthia?
Well, yes, I do, but she's safe in Cold City, right?
Well, she's safe, but she is not in Coal City. She is staying at our fortress just outside of Coal City because, given the way things were going, I did not believe it was safe for her to stay there, even though she could disguise herself, because one little slip-up would have possibly resulted in harsher punishments for pretending to be something she wasn't.
You might be right there.
So we brought her someplace safer, and she is the one who asked us to rescue you lot. So know that she is safe, and that you will be reunited with her before too long a time has passed.
Well then, thank you.
You're most welcome. We would have probably done this even without her request, because this is not right. No living creature should be treated this way.
But we just want a shot, a chance. It's not our fault that we were brought here,
Yes, indeed. It is not your fault. I have no defense for the way some people think or behave.
Just the way they're raised. They don't know any better.
Apparently not. So, I'm gonna try to make sure that that we can make it safely back to someplace more defensible where we can get supplies for everyone, and whatnot. Because I'd prefer not to have too many people just dropping dead on the side of the road.
No. Do we have to walk much further? Some of the kids and older folks have already got blisters and worse.
Is there any way I can make like sleds or anything, Anthony?
Do you have fabricate?
No.
Wilhelm?
Well, no, we need mobile. We need a way to transport people without them walking. The kids and infirm are starting to suffer.
As fun as I feel like that would be, the issue is we have nothing to pull anything I create.
Fair.
I'm not one to use people as pack mules.
Some of us are used to it.
Whether you're used to it or not, it's not something I enjoy putting people to do.
I am not a big fan of forcing people to do things, but if people are volunteering themselves to get their children and their elderly to a safe spot, I would be more willing to listen to the people.
That is fair. Here's what we...
You feel a faint rumbling in the ground.
Oh, no.
Noise? That doesn't feel like purple worm, does it?
It does feel like purple worm.
Scatter! I was thinking maybe it was the other fucking thing, the giant machinery making rumbly noises.
Nope.
Here, they'll do. Here, actually, Janrilla, Wilhelm would tell you to go ahead and get people ready to run. He will try to buy everybody time. Hold on, let me double check something.
General already screamed scatter,
Yeah.
So they're running.
Generally, should have sent them down the road together.
What?
Generally, should have sent them down the road together so they'd all run the same direction.
But then all their feet would be pounding the ground together still. If
we can get the purple worms in range, I was just going to banish them all.
Nope. A purple worm pops up right under the feet of a group of them that are running together. You see them disappear in the purple worm's maw, and the purple worm goes back down into the ground again. Like a whale breaching the surface with a mouthful of krill.
Shit.
Okay.
I want. How stupid is my freaking? How stupid? Well, I mean, no. Janrilla's not stupid. A bunch of panicking people is not going to help the thing. So, yeah, you shouldn't have said that.
It's okay. It was first instinct. I imagine in that situation it probably would be your first instinct.
Yay.
Can we get everybody to start climbing trees and like just sitting there quietly?
They'd have to go back to the woods. And the woods would actually be fairly like, purple worm's going to have to contend with roots if they're in the woods, so that would be a good place for them anyway. That make sense?
Okay. Janrilla, get all of them to the woods. I'm going to try something new.
I will try yelling as loudly as I possibly can to get them all to head towards the woods.
Roll persuasion to see if you can get them to pay attention, because they're panicking right now, especially after a good 5 or 6 of them just disappeared into the maw of a purple worm. Oh God, it's not you as well. One of my
How
other
was it-
players, every time a purple worm is mentioned, shares that fucking gif.
I hate that's disgusting.
How's a 31 grab you?
Oh yeah, that does it. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. The moment he does that, Wilhelm's going to run out into the middle of the open field, and while in the air, I have to use some spells here. Gonna link two of his spell slots together and use shape change and turn to an ancient silver dragon.
Have you seen a silver dragon?
Yes, I have. Sterling,
Oh,
ancient
yeah.
silver dragon.
Doi.
I've also seen an ancient bronze, thanks to the crazy old kook we saw underground.
Yeah, you've met some crazy dragons that have been hiding for way too long. Yep.
Yep. So there is now a what almost looks like Sterling, except it's like Wilhelm coloration. Just stomping in the open field, just waiting.
Stomping.
Yep. He's holding his action, but he's out there just waiting.
So you're doing that.
Gargantuan
So
silver dragon.
So you're doing that thing that seagulls do, where they beat the ground with their feet to try and get the worm to come up.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
We must put that in the memories.
Oh, that's brilliant. All right. Okay.
Quote of the day.
You're doing a
That
seagull
is an-
impression. So while Janrilla and Gwyn try to get the Beastfoot commoners to safety, Wilhelm, roll initiative.
Yes. Okay. Fun story, by the way, guys. I have a higher intelligence than an ancient silver dragon.
Yeah.
My dex doesn't change, also it's
It's a
not
physical
going anywhere.
special change. Ooh.
13.
Oh boy. Okay.
That's okay. He was holding his action, so the moment they pop up, he's just...
Yeah, but the moment it pops up, he's going to be directly below you. But
Yep.
still.
That's okay. Let me double check the rules for the spell, because it's such a weird spell. I did not think I'd be using it.
So teeth first, and does a 19 hit?
19 does not, no.
All right. So do your held action against it.
Alright, boom, 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 okay.
Use your
Claw
multi-attack if you want, or your foosh. It's up to you.
Yep, he's going to multi-attack, and actually he's going to... Now that we've seen a giant worm, would a ancient silver dragon be able to rip a giant worm out of the ground?
If you want to do a grapple check, you can try.
Yeah, he's going to grapple. Would that be strength? Yeah, strength.
Strength. Yeah. Or athletics if you're proficient.
Doesn't even have athletics. Doesn't have an athletics score, yeah, so...
Well,
Just Arcana, History, 7.
It's just strength then. It would be, yeah.
It's a 17. Oh, shit. I don't know if that's good enough or not. I don't think it was. I don't remember what it was to hit on the giant great worm.
14, the shit. Okay, you grab him. Bear in mind it's gargantuan.
So am I.
Yeah.
So he's gonna, like, grappling it with his 4 claws, just begin to lift into the sky, ripping this thing out of the ground.
Alright.
And that's an 80-foot fly speed, so I think I can drag it 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Or try ripping a gargantuan creature out of the fucking dirt.
And... does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Can't get you with a tail stinger either. Alright. Your turn.
Alright, and when it does that, he would use his legendary action to tail attack this thing in there. Its tail's just winging out, smack. So, oh my god, thank god we never fought Sterling. Again, fuck us up.
Oh yeah. 34 hits. My favorite combo when I'm doing dragon duels is the wing attack as a legendary action before my turn, followed by the multi-attack, because then if the wing attack works, they'll be prone and you can do it with advantage. And if they're in the air when you succeed on the wing attack, they also take falling damage.
That may be part of the plan for this ancient. There is a purple square.
So
And
you did
on.
17 points of damage
Yep, for his legendary action. Then he's going to use his movement to carry it 44 feet in the air, so they're 80 feet up in the air now, and then he's going to multi-attack this thing. Wait, does Frightful Presence automatically happen? Oh, it can use it. And oh my god!
What's that?
It can use its Frightening Presence plus use all 3 multi-attacks. That is terrifying.
Yeah, so you want to have the worm make a wisdom save, yes?
Yep. DC 21.
It got a 7. Don't think that passes.
No, not. Okay, now it comes for the modifier. Do all these have the same modifier? Yeah, plus 17. So I'll just roll all these together. All right.
Yeah, 3 iterations of D20 plus 17.
With advantage because this thing's grappled.
Nah. It's grappled but not restrained. Just grappled.
Does grappled not give you advantage?
No.
Nope. Only restrained.
So,
That's
but
such a condition.
but they all 3 hit anyway, even if it's a 16, a 9, and a 6. Plus the 17, it's still gonna hit. Basically, it has an AC of 18, so as long as you get at least 2 on the D20, it's a hit.
Plus that'd be plus 14. 6. Is that 30? Okay, yep, 30.
God. Jesus. Fracking.
53. So in addition to the 17 you've already done, that's 70 hit points altogether, isn't it?
Yep.
And yeah. Now it's the purple worm's turn.
And it's 80 feet up in the air, so it really probably doesn't want to break out anymore because it's about to hurt.
It's not clever.
Miss and miss.
Fucking hell. Okay.
The legendary action tail attack.
Mm-hmm.
Smaggle.
Here happens.
28.
Yeah, that hits.
19 points.
19 points of damage. Alright. And then you're gonna do another
Barrage,
attack?
yeah. See if we can kill this bad boy before it ever hits the ground.
All 3 hit.
Okay. 57.
Should we make battle music? You do make it an epic saga. And the purple worm is bloody. And he's still frightened, yeah?
Yeah.
So 2d20 plus 9 DRS 11 and 17. Nope, cannot hit.
Nope. I don't want to try this. He will try and angle the worm to where he can get it to where it doesn't hit anybody, and then paralyzing breath it and see if this thing works. DC 24 con save.
Yeah, I mean you're grappling it with your claws, with your back claws mostly. I'm imagining, since you're hitting it with your other claws. So, yeah, you can just hold the thing up to your mouth and point blank breath attack it right in the face.
Oh yeah, definitely doing that. Oh yes.
So, what kind of save?
DC 24 con.
Ooh, con.
Yeah, I figured they'd probably have a good con, but I figured it'd be kind of funny if I paralyze it.
17.
Hey, it's paralyzed!
It's paralyzed, okay.
It can make the save on each of its turns. So it's turned back around because I can't do anything with that. It gets to try and make a save to not be paralyzed.
Another con save.
Yep. To avoid its paralyzation. Yes, there you go. Unparalyzed.
Yay! But it's now your turn again.
Yep. And legendary action at the end of its turn is a tail coming to its face.
Uh-huh.
Smack, smack, smack,
30.
smack.
30 hits. What's the rule on the presence? Oh, it can repeat the save for being frightened at the end of its turn as well.
Oh, yes, I totally forgot about that one.
What's the DC on the...
On Frighten, it is a, was that a 21? 21. Yep, 21
So
was
it's possible. But no.
Alright, and then on my turn again, another wisdom save to, well, actually, it's still Frighten. Never mind, not even worry about that. Yep,
Yeah.
just barrage of attacks.
Crazy stupid silly. All 3 hit? Of course. Uh,
51 points of damage.
So in addition to the 67, yeah.
Oh, and it's 40 more feet up in the air, so I think at this point it's like 120 feet in the air.
All right. You gonna let go?
No, not yet.
It's gonna try. Because what else can it do? Well, actually, it could try and break out of your grip. Let's.
It could.
Like I said, it's not smart. It's gonna try and get out. 22 versus 26.
26.
You're still holding it. All right.
This time Wilhelm will fly 20 feet to the right a little bit. 20 feet more up, so it's kind of like at a slant, and then chain of attacks. Because why not?
Yeah, why not indeed?
Oh look, you hit.
Yeah, all 3 hit. Of course. All 3 hit.
If it didn't save from the paralyzation, it would have been way worse. I was like, oh, this will be funny.
Mm-hmm. There'd be an advantage then, wouldn't it?
Boom.
Yep, 60.
Whoosh.
Ooh, and it's gone. It's limp.
Alright, Wilhelm
You've
will
got
fly
it.
a little bit further. What were you saying? Sorry.
Big limp worm just hanging in your claws.
Alright, Wilhelm will fly a little bit further away so he can make sure it doesn't hit people, and then he's just going to dive straight to the ground. And when he does, he's just going to slam this thing into the ground and just roar and see if he feels
You gonna-
any other purple worms.
You gonna do a power dive?
Yep.
All right.
And just slam the corpse of this purple worm and see if any other worms show up. And he's just going to let loose the most guttural roar he can.
Well, there went any chance in hell of stealth.
Uh-huh. Well, no, he's distracting while the rest of you get the people to the safety of the Ashwoods. The relative safety of the Ashwoods.
Yeah, and I also reckon anything within 3 miles just saw an ancient silver dragon slaughter a worm in midair, and they're like, nope. That direction looks like a bad idea.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think
drag.
even a purple worm might think twice about exploring that particular impact.
Like, nope, 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 nope.
That was too big. But yeah, I mean, you're close enough to travel. You're gargantuan, and you're close enough to Travel's Rest. Someone might come dragon hunting soon.
Well, I was kind of hoping it'd lure out the ancients. Green dragon we saw, so I could steal its form later too, but it didn't come, so that's okay.
No.
Who knows? He may even forgot he is a dragon. He may just think he's a crazy freaking. He may think He may think he's a freaking druid at this point. Who the frack knows?
Yeah.
Well, the other guy thought he was a professional poop collector, so
Him being a druid doesn't sound bad. Hopefully he's having a good retirement.
I'm a dryad. Anyway, who knows? Fucking... You don't even know if it was a dragon. I haven't had a chance to tell you that was a dragon.
Nope, that was out of character. I wanted to steal his form. Yep, I had no idea that was a dragon. I just thought it was an old man who saw me in the woods, and he was like, "Shut up." But yeah, Wilhelm will walk back to the party, still in dragon form, and just out loud, guys, this is so fucking cool.
You do realize that we're really near a town that likes to hunt exotic creatures, and you look like a dragon.
I'm also an owl, and I'm double exotic. That's okay. It'll be fun.
So, as you're talking, a black dragonborn in all black leather with a symbol of a dragon embossed on his leather cuirass walks up to the party and goes, "Hey."
Do I see something different?
No.
Okay.
He really is a dragonborn. What the
Okay.
fuck do you think you're all doing?
We're taking these people off that plane while the purple worms were roaming around so they didn't get eaten. Now we're going to go back and get on the road and go to Grinch.
Fine, but if you're coming through the Ashwoods, you got to pay a toll.
No, we don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't...
Do you really want to deal with that?
No, you don't... Do you really... Yeah, this is not the time to be haggling homeless refugees and their protectors for money. Don't you agree? Persuasion roll.
Well, either that or they can work it off.
Okay, how much?
Hold on. I'm trying to persuade this guy that this is a bad idea. With a 37, can his insight beat it, Anthony? Or is he charmed?
He's charmed.
Cool. So, go back, tell your friends that we are allowed to pass, and everything will be just fine. And I'm going to hurry.
I can tell them, but I'm not sure that my boss would agree with me.
Well, we'll deal with that when the time comes, I suppose.
If you want,
But,
you can come talk to Good King Joe yourself. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you all.
Who?
Oh, he's the leader of the bandit clan. His name's Good King Joe. And he might want to talk to this one, he says, pointing to Wilhelm in particular.
They can what?
Sorry?
What did he say about Wilhelm? Sorry, I just got back from doing something. All I heard was him point to Wilhelm.
So he says that the boss is going to want to talk to you all, especially this one, pointing to you, basically. And he called his boss Good King Joe.
Do any of us know anything about Good King Joe? Have we heard stories or anything?
Maybe a history?
Don't think so.
Okay.
Not unless
I'll try.
Not unless you've heard about these bandits before.
Well, I think Gwen ran across a couple of them.
Yeah, I think we may have met with the were-tiger
No,
members.
that's in the dark woods. This is the Ashwoods. Different group.
No, not the Panthers. The tiger that was a member of the Black Dragon Bandits. Plus, we ran across a couple when we crossed the river on our way to Grinch the first time. But
you didn't go to the ash hole.
No, we didn't go to the ash hole because Viola charmed person, all three of them.
Fair. Okay. This one's saying, like, yeah, I can tell them that you're allowed through, but I don't think the boss would agree with me.
I don't really want to fight anybody else today.
Okay,
But I
I
can't.
would be happy to talk to good King Joe.
Excellent. I'm sure he'll love you. Come on. This way, everyone.
Okay. If anything happens,
As an ancient silver dragon, I'm going to look down at the guy and smile and say, "Are you sure you don't want to let us go?" And he's going to hold person on the guy and stick him stuck.
Well, he can't reply if he's paralyzed now, can he?
Nope, but that's exactly why he's going to sit there paralyzed.
All right.
Because I need time to drop form and change his memory.
Okay.
Well, wait, hold on. I heard General. Is that not something you wanted to do, General? Like, did you want to go with this guy? We have a whole bunch of refugees we can't drag through the woods.
we also have a whole lot of enemies and can't afford to make new ones.
Ah, fuck, I guess that's right. Yeah, never mind. I won't wipe this fucker's memory. I will untransform from a dragon, though. That way I'm not walking around the woods as a dragon.
Fair.
So he's still fun.
This way, everyone.
Look at ancient.
What?
I was looking to see that was an ancient brass dragon we ran into in the underground, right? Or was that an ancient copper? I remember it was one of the two. I just can't remember.
Copper, I think. Either way, it was
Yeah.
fucking doolally.
Yeah, and it was cuckoo in the nuts. All right, here we go.
Anyway, so yeah, I guess the whole lot of us head to wherever this guy's leading.
Yeah.
I am going to say that if anything happens to any of these people, it probably is not going to end well for the person that does it. And just fight a bunch of werewolves. Oh, and I'm also going to spend like 40 of my lay on hands to heal up from the damage I took.
Okay.
That I did myself with my freaking sword.
Anyway, so this chap leads you through the woods, across the river, to the biggest fucking ash tree you've ever seen. Drops down into a hollow between the roots. Pops his head back up and says, "This way. Follow me. All of you."
The people too.
Yeah. Why not? I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm not
You
asking.
do know
for
if
it.
anything happens to these people, we're going to raise your entire location to the ground, right?
I think they at this point, like, let's just see what's going on before we do anything crazy. Let's get all the information we have.
So this Dragonborn, who is still charmed, which is why he's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be fine." This is our library
Yep.
of fiction. You can just sit there and read books. It's great. We got the game room over here. That's where we play board games and card games. And some of the other Black Dragon bandits are going, "What the fuck, dude? Why are you bringing so many people into our hideout?" This is our main training area. All these beast folk flood into the room, and a very well dressed. Sorry.
I was gonna just kind of smile and wave at some of the people, like, "Hi."
Some of them you may recognize from previous visits. Yeah, times that you've bumped into the Black Dragon bandits before. But anyway, yes, the place soon gets crowded, and a imposing and well dressed, again still in black leather but higher quality, figure pushes his way through the crowd towards your Dragonborn tour guide and says, "Would you mind explaining yourself?" "Yeah, I met these guys in the woods and they were really nice, so I thought I'd show them to our hideout." You know, when I say it out loud, it sounds crazy. By the way, Janrilla.
Yep.
You see a black steel dragon.
I have true sight now as well because I cast it on the way down, so I do too.
You both see a black steel dragon. Disturbingly similar, though, you know, much fresher, to Fafnir Steel Skull.
Oh, dear God.
And gonna true myself on the way down. So,
Okay.
looks like we have an influx of people. Now, obviously, that leaves two strategies. Well, three possible strategies. Since this is supposed to be a hidden bandit base. Either I'm going to have the kobolds dig out a lot more rooms. We're going to have to train up all these people into our own private fucking army, which means a lot more food and a lot more weapons. So we're all going to have to work a lot fucking harder. Second option is we turn the Great Ash into a massive fucking tree town. A tree house on every branch. Because we are not knocking down any trees to build homes. You hear me? Yes, King Joe, say the bandits. And I have a feeling that the well-armed members of our new guests won't like the third option.
If the third option is trying to kill us all, I don't think that would be a very good option. Said in Conic.
How about it's like a fourth option? We can just leave.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
We would all
either.
see our security's now been compromised. We can't have all of you knowing where our base is, can we? Unless you're one of us.
I no offense, but I can't fully get behind the lifestyle that you all lead.
Which leads to my second option. We've got more than enough people here where we don't have to struggle. If we just build a new town. But we can't build outward. We're going to have to build upward. Using the tree as the central structure.
Now you said we couldn't knock other trees. You didn't want other trees knocked down. But could we use them for supports and other things to build a city out on?
Some of them aren't going to be big enough to take the weight, but those that can could help expand the new town. Yeah.
I like the sound of that much better than I like
killing everyone. Yeah.
I don't fancy a fight with you. I don't think you are. Yeah, I just don't think either one of us want to go full bore on a fight right now.
Why do I get the impression that you've met my brother?
Well, from the stories I've heard from my comrades, I think they have. Either used to or lives in Brinch.
Were you... Yeah. He hasn't lived in Brench for quite some time, but he's recently been even less... Sorry?
Residing in Brinch.
Well, he's no longer residing, is he? Do you have something to do with that?
I think my companion Gwen and some of her other traveling companions earlier did something about that, and then informed his friends of his true nature, and they warned them that if he came back, that they should deal with it.
Ah. Well, he was a bit of a cunt, so. Welcome to New Ashton, I suppose. These'll be our foundations. I hope you lot are handy. Don't want my kobolds doing all the work.
If they're given food, water, places to rest, and a fair shake or a fair chance, I'm sure that most of them will be more than happy to help out, because it would be better than they've got places.
Bork the orc will handle feeding them. And I'm sure if any of you are farmers, you'll be helping us feed ourselves too.
There's also a free purple worm carcass out like 30 minutes away.
Hey, Bork! An orc, a large orc, sticks his head out of a side room, presumably the cantina. What's with all these Umis? We're building a town, Bork. How am I gonna feed them all? Well, I've just been informed that there's a dead purple worm not too far away. Perhaps you could start with some worm steaks. Alright. You and you come with me. We've got some harvesting to do and butchering and shit.
We don't need it.
What?
No, we don't. No,
We don't need the carcass. So, I mean, if they're willing to take these guys, I'll help them out.
And that's great. That's great, Wilhelm. I'm glad you did. Oh my God.
Yeah, you all right, mate? Says good King Joe.
It's been a couple of days. I mean,
Well, we don't have a lot of... Well, we have beds enough for those that are here and a few extra for those that were here before you lot showed up. But I suppose we can take it in turns to use them and maybe have a few more people on the floors.
Wilhelm, do you have
My mansion?
No. Can you get a message back to our base?
Yeah. I'll just message one of the other Meese. Give me 1 second. What am I telling them?
Remember, the range on message is not that far.
Sending. Sorry, I have sending. I don't have message, I don't think.
There we go. Sending.
Well, one of the things we need to tell them, one of the things we need to relay is to Janthia that her family is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't met her, but I'll let one of the other Mees know. Gotcha. What else?
Yep. And I don't know. That's the main thing right now. We'll figure the rest of it out as we go along. I don't know if we're gonna have to move it here or if we're gonna kind of split the thing between split some of the stuff between the two. What's eventually going to break down because
setting up a mighty fortress in the forest is probably going to be a no-go.
Yeah.
No, but we could still because.
And the other nice thing is with it being out in near the desert with all the purple worms is we don't have to worry about anyone marching an army up to it if Coal City decides they're tired of us fucking with their stuff.
That's fair. That's fair.
With the purple worms and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be hard to march any large group up to our doorstep because of the reason no one else lives out there. But we may either be sending 4 4 people back there or bringing a person this way one at some point. We're gonna start getting things settled down first before we move anybody.
Alright, sounds good. Give me 5 seconds, let me send a message. He will cast sending. Hey, Wilhelm too. Do me a favor. That lizard folk lady. Go tell her family's safe, secured, and we have them. Ask her if she wants to come here or bring us bring them there. Reply when you find out.
Yeah, this is the ash woods, not the dark woods. These are ash trees, not killer fucking buckskin trees.
And Wilhelm too will of course reply, yes, Wilhelm, and go. Yeah.
Wow.
I thought for a minute there, Noodle, that you were suggesting that they set up the mighty fortress in the dark woods.
First, we'd have to go kill the Panther tribe.
Well, I don't think they'd be as bad now, because the last time their issue was they did it without the permission of one of their ilk. However, since I'm a werepanther...
That you're referring to is north of Scalbania. So, yeah, they don't have to worry about that down here.
Yeah, no, we don't have that problem. Thank God. Yet, we might later, but
You don't have to deal with Hula.
What reply does Wilhelm get from himself? I guess is the question.
Well, you show me.
Well, he went to go ask the lizard lady if she wanted to come here or us bring them there.
I see.
So I need to wait for other Wilhelm to find that out to send Wilhelm the message back.
Genrilla. Sorry.
yes.
Not Genrilla. Janthia would tell the other Wilhelm that it's nice here. She likes the people here. She thinks we could make a good life here. So please bring my family and anyone else you can save here. Of course, okay. Janthia doesn't know to what extent. Doesn't know that you've got about 393 people.
Heavy chunk. All right. So the sending message Wilhelm 2 would send to Wilhelm Prime is, hey, she said bring him here, and anyone else that wants to come here, bring him here. She said she likes the place. She evidently likes us, and Sterling and the asbestos. And Wilhelm would just be like, okay, thank you, Wilhelm. Go back to what you were doing. And then look at Generella. Okay, she said bring her family there, and anyone that wants to come can come with us. So I guess if the dragon guy's okay with it, anyone that they can't take care of to help take some load off them, we can bring like 20, 30 people back with us.
Who's Sterling? Says Good King Joe.
Yeah, me? Technically, it's not, but I can turn it to him is...
Wilhelm? Not here. Not right now. Good King Joe, can we talk somewhere in private, please?
Well, there's not much private left, X.
Or maybe we can go...
Hold on. I do have somewhere I go, but it's a private sanctum for a reason.
All I want to do is have a conversation with you about some stuff that you might not want all these years hearing.
You and who else? Just you?
Yes, just me.
Very well. Follow me. And he goes to a supply cupboard in the corner of the room, opens the doors, and steps inside.
I follow him.
Okay. He closes the doors, so you're both tight within this supply closet. And then the back panel slides to one side, revealing a rough-hewn tunnel that leads downwards.
Okay.
And follow him down, I assume?
Yep.
You go through a door at the bottom of the tunnel that leads back on itself like an the tunnel bends round and back under itself, so you're like you get the impression that you're directly beneath but some distance below the rest of the lair. And he opens another door to reveal what looks to be a finished stone complex. Like, it's not rough-hewn dirt tunnels like the rest of everything is. This is a much older structure.
Does it look dwarven made?
No. But a little way in front of you, well, there's a like a portcullis to one side, and a kobold holding a ring on a chain, like 40 feet in front of you. Go King Joe says, "Relax, it's just me." But he's with me, it's okay. She's with me, it's okay. But I know it's supposed to be a private sanctum. Just trust me this one time, okay? Yes, always, yes. And the kobold lets go of the chain. And the two of you walk down the corridor to a very nice carved oak door at the other end of the corridor, which he opens to reveal a cozy little study with a fireplace and bookcases and a large desk. Okay. We're safe in here.
Okay.
Janrilla, real quick, out of character. I don't think it was Prime Wilhelm that mentioned Sterling. I think it was other Wilhelm.
Doesn't matter.
So I don't think...
He was using.
Yeah, but given the fact that we've been discussing things, Janrilla wants to make sure that there are no secrets, no weird things, given what this person is and what they're offering us. I want to sort of make this as peaceful a process as possible. So we're going to discuss what she has seen and what she knows from people, so that they're.
So he doesn't have to read your thoughts. It can just be all out in the open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he read my thoughts?
Yeah.
There's no save against that or anything? Fuck, I knew I should have taken that damn necklace off.
Only there is a save if you have to do deep thoughts, but the stuff that you're currently thinking about, that's surface thoughts, and you can...
Oh, fuck, did Wilhelm not recognize him cast... Ah, damn, that's my fault. I should have thought about that.
Anyway.
Fuck. Alright, next time, gotta check that.
Obviously, Janrilla's going to start talking, and as a show of respect and whatever, she's going to do all of this in Draconic. Obviously, you probably have figured out that I know what you are and what your brother was.
You were dragon also?
No, I just have special eyes that allow me to pierce illusions. So I can see the different things, but I am not. No, I am not a dragon. I am a werebear. But I have seen and heard of at least 4 other dragons in the nearby area, not counting you or your sibling. There was a green dragon in the woods, covered in sticks and mud and stuff.
Really? Which woods?
these woods, actually.
The Ashwoods?
Yeah, not too far from where your bandits set up their ambush on the road.
That mad old
The human.
hermit?
Yeah, that's a green dragon.
Fuck.
There's a crazy copper there's a crazy metallic dragon in the sewers of City of Gate who thinks that poop is treasure.
Oh my.
There is a black dragon in Gate in one of the old thieves' dens.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. My compatriots have seen and talked, have dealt with both of those. Actually, I think I saw. I've heard about the black one from some friends who I trust implicitly, and I think I saw the other one. And we have befriended a silver dragon that is currently staying at the newly erected stone fortress in between the Dwarven Lands and Coal City.
Well, that's a lot to ponder. Well.
And seeing as you have been treating us fairly, I wanted to treat you with the same degree of respect and fairness back, because otherwise it does not paint us in a good light.
Indeed. Well, seems my banditry days are over anyway. Might be time for a new identity. Once we've got our new town up and running, I may have to visit some of these other dragons and see if we can confer. I honestly thought that between me and my brother, we were the only two dragons left, leaving me as the only living dragon at all.
No, there are other dragons in hiding, but some of them have been in hiding so long. Not just hiding from what they originally were hiding from, but just like hiding in general. Their minds are not what they once were.
Well, maybe I can talk some sense into them and remind them who they were. Or put them out of their misery, if there's no chance of that.
Yeah. Very well. Now, as for me and my actual companions, are we going to be allowed to travel between places to come and go as we please?
Well, since the bandit camp is technically disbanding with the founding of this new town, yeah, there's not going to be a secret bandit camp to hide anymore. This sanctuary, however...
What sanctuary?
Good man.
Obviously, I have told you, and I've told certain other people when I bring them close to things that they're going to have to interact with, whatever. But I generally don't go spilling the secrets that I know of so many things. So I'm pretty good at keeping things hushed. How did we get here again? Why am I standing here? Yeah.
I hear you. Okay. Well, I better escort you out. Otherwise, my little kobold friend out there is going to trap you in here. And you're not going to want that.
I mean, there's a chance I could talk him out of it.
The thing...
We share a language, and I've recently discovered that I have a very, very silvery tongue.
How clever are you, do you think?
Depends on what you mean.
Do you like solving puzzles?
Not for, not on the normal, but I mean,
Well, like I said, if you don't fancy a challenge that you might not escape from, I'd walk out with me if I were you.
that's absolutely fine. I was yeah. I'm not gonna count on things. Yeah, I'll just have you walking out. It seems like the smart plan. Thank you.
You're welcome. Back out the way we came then.
Okie dokie.
All right. So, the rest of you see a couple of minutes. Then basically they're in the supply cupboard for a couple of minutes, and then they come out again. In the meantime, the bandits are doing their best to make all these refugees feel at home, and get them somewhere at least temporary to sleep. And would you all like to take a rest?
Yes, I think we'll all take a long rest here, and then in the morning we'll grab Janthia's family and head back to our place to possibly grab some more. See if she has some already made sending stones, so that we can get one to Good King Joe, or whatever he wants to call himself, down the road, so that we can communicate through areas easier. Why do I feel like we're slowly going to take over the whole entire continent?
Well, that's up to you. I mean,
or at least free it from either evil or whatever.
GKJ is giving you the opportunity to set up a settlement for refugees and the unwanted right here in the Ashwood.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. But we still want to deal with Wormsbane and Coal City, and I definitely want to go deal with the Countess in Capital, and I still want to go punch the 3 people in frickin' Gate, because
we still got a desert to go hop in.
We can do that now that we've actually got things settled down, because none of us really want to go marching straight into more ridiculous danger. Maybe we could do your thing in the next couple of weeks, because that actually sounds like a nice break from what we've been doing.
Oh, I'm in no rush. We can take our time. I'm okay. Today's session went a lot different than I expected.
Yep.
They usually do, but at least we didn't. Hey, we didn't fight any unnecessary fights. We didn't hurt anything.
You didn't hurt anyone who didn't deserve it. Yep.
I think we did a really good job, to be honest.
Yeah.
We things. Ooh, brother.
All right, so we'll put a pin in it there. I hope you guys listening have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing. It is a very high-level campaign, but I do technically have 2 or 3 slots. No, 2 slots open, potentially, in this game. If you're interested in playing a character that's like level 24 or 25, there's a link in the description below for joining this or any of the other games I run. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.